The learning Elul Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bava Metzia Perik Gimel Mishna Gimel. Amar l'shnayim Gazalti lecha mikem mana ve'eni yedei mikem. A person stole and he doesn't know who he stole from. He stole from one of two people and he's not sure if he owes a mana to Ruvain or a mana to Shimon. Or Oy Avev shalecha mikem hivkil le'imana ve'eni yedei ezehu. I was a Shloimie for one of you two. Your father gave me a pikadon to watch, and I don't know who I owe the pikadon to. So in both these cases, he vaday owes a mana to one of them, and he doesn't know to which one. The Mishnah Paskins noisin lezeh mana shahoide mi piatzmei. He has to give each one a mana because he was moide by himself. So we'll explain the Mishnah after we learn Mishnah Daled. Mishnah Daled, Shnayim shefkidu eitzel echad zeh mana v'zeh masayim, zoy meshalim masayim v'zoy meshalim masayim. Two people gave him something to watch, one a mana and one a masayim, and he's not sure who gave him the mana and who gave him the masayim. Who gave him 100 and who gave him 200. So he vadai owes 300 altogether, but he's not sure if the 100 is to Ruvain and the 200 is to Shimon, or the other way around. So the halacha is, over here, noisin lezeh mana, he only has to give 100 to each. And the rest is yehemuna chachiyav elyo. Rabbi Yosi says, imkein ma hifsid aramai. If you're going to give each one 100, so even the Ramai, who was claiming 200, is not going to lose out because he's still going to get his 100 at least. Ella hakol yemunach ad sheyav elyo. So therefore, all of it's yemunach, and you don't give either of them. So the question is, what's the chilik between Mishnah Gimel and Mishnah Daled? In Mishnah Gimel, he vaday owed a mana, and we weren't sure if it was Ruvain to Shimon, and he has to pay a mana to each. So he loses out, the Shloimie. And in Mishnah Daled, he vaday owed 300, 100 to Ruvain and 200 to Shimon, or the other way around. And we say he only has to pay 100 to each, and he doesn't lose out. How come we don't say that he should pay 200 to each? So the Gemara says, Rava says, because in the Reisha, it was his fault. It was the Shomer's fault. He should have been careful. He should have seen who gave him 100 and who didn't give him 100. Or in the case of Gazel, he should have been careful to know who he stole from. So therefore, he loses out and he has to give each one. But in Mishnah Daled, it was given to him. The case is, it's an ukimta, Shnayim shefkidu eitzel echad. The case is that it was given bahadei adodi. They both gave it together. So it looks like the Bailim, by giving it together, they don't care. They didn't have akbad on each other. So since they didn't have akbad on each other, he could say, Ant gufaychaloi kapdisu, you yourselves, you don't care about it. Anok kapidna, I should care about it, so therefore I didn't have to be careful about it. And therefore I only have to give out what's vadai yours, which is a mana to each, and the third mana, according to the Tanakam, is yemunach shav elyo. According to Rabbi Yosi, you don't even have to give out anything at all. The Gemara further clarifies that even in the Reisha, where we said that you have to give a mana to each because Havel Meidak, you should have been careful, the Gemara says that since the case is that no one was being Teveah him, they were quiet and he was just being Lotzes Yidei Shemayim, so then he gives a mana to each. But if they are being Teveah him, in a case where they be Teveah him, the Gemara is Mechiach from a different Brisa, then al pi din, the halacha would be that they swear, and you would have to give a mana to each al pi din. So it comes out that since our Mishnah Gimel was talking about lotzes yidei shemayim, and no one was being teveh, and we said lotzes yidei shemayim, you have to give a mana to each. Comes out now, Taisa speaks out that in Mishnah Daled, where over there there was no taina of Havel Meida, because they gave it together in one package. And he kataina ad kufaycha le kabdisa adad. You yourselves don't care, not kapidna, and therefore you only have to give a mana to each. That would be the halacha. Even lotzis yidei shemayim, it's good enough to give a mana to each, and there's no reason to give 200 to each.